I guess.
Ready.
Hi, Tony.
Hello, Michael.
Did you get an invite, by the way, to a meeting with Michael Allam directly after this call?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out which Tony they're referring to. Okay.
What's the meeting about?
Oh, that was signing up for some organization memberships, and I wasn't sure what he meant by that. Well, I know what he wants because I'm the one that asked for it, but
Do I need to be there?
I don't think I don't know. I don't know why you were brought into the equation. So you might be the one that's going to get tasked with the job, but I don't know.
Yeah, good luck with that. But okay. Yeah, why don't you send me an invite and forward it to me, and if I don't need to be on, I'll quit.
Okay. It's at 1:30.
1:30 Eastern.
Oh, yeah, it's 90 minutes time. 30 minutes after this call.
Okay, so just forward me the invite, if you would.
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hello,
James.
Hey, Michael.
How are you?
Good, good. How about yourself?
Oh, very good. Had a great holiday.
Oh, great to hear that. It's great to have you back.
Yeah.
I just see David is joining, so
Yep.
we can host it.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all right, cool. Wasn't sure if my audio is I'm just on time. Give me a second to open the right browser tabs and we will get started. Okay. Yeah, where's the
Right.
okay, here we go. I will share. Okay. Today is the 12th already. Oh.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. And when you're getting older, so when you multiply the two, time flies real fast. Have you heard of that one? You know how the week goes, right? It goes like this: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Okay, now I lost the list of people who have joined us. Kevin, how are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Michael, Tony, Boom, Jawat, and who else am I missing? Justin. Hi, Justin.
Hi, how you doing?
All right.
Mark is on too.
Yes, hi, Mark. I saw you.
Yeah, the meeting,
So
so I didn't know if that was me or some on the server side.
we'll blame it on the server today. I had a nice magnet that says it's a company policy to blame the computer. So, okay. So, I sent an email. You probably saw that doodle poll about when is the best time to meet face to face. I got so few responses that kind of it's not statistically significant. I can share. So I think it is up to us to decide when we want to meet. Right, I have grand total of 4 responses, and I understand that Tony, you are traveling Monday. What is it on the Thursday? Lau is traveling on the Thursday, so Thursday kind of falls
Thursday,
off.
I'm leaving at 9:30, so I could do something early afternoon. Well, yeah, I could do something Thursday afternoon.
9:30 p.m. Okay.
How come my submit is not saved here? Oh, I have to click on book it.
Yeah,
no
David,
idea.
there was some issue. Even I had to figure out because it wasn't recording responses.
Yeah, it was not recording my responses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did that, and now I see it's not there. I guess it's book it then maybe. I thought it's more like Word doc here. Let's see here. How can I do that?
Okay.
On it?
So, Jawad, the Thursday absolutely doesn't work for you?
Yes.
Okay. I think you're an important person to attend this.
Do we have an agenda for the face-to-face?
Do it again.
Depends on when we are meeting. If we're meeting Tuesdays or Wednesday, it's going to be 6 to 8. So my thinking was we'll just get together face to face, but not necessarily work. Just sit down and chat and maybe talk high level stuff.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it's
kind of
hard to do a working meeting in
Yes.
this. Yeah, we tried that at.
Hey, David, are you
yeah.
speaking?
Yes, he is. James, can you hear us?
James, can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. I think it's my speaker. Go ahead.
Yeah, I told you you have to blame the computer. The other option is on the Thursday 4 to 6, we can find a room, just sit down and kind of hash out what we are doing, get everybody in sync. You probably saw me sent the email to all attendees, CDX, ADK, and all the 3DK meetings. Kind of hash out what we are doing and get face to face and discuss stuff, and then we can break out for food and drinks. My preference will be for the Thursday that we meet in the afternoon, sit down face to face, jot down on the board the few items, kind of plan for the next year at the activities that we want to do and how we want to align.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. So
what are you going to do at this meeting? What's the agenda for it?
Are you going to the summit, Michael?
Which summit is that?
The OCP summit?
Probably not. No.
Then doesn't matter, does it? No, we just figured let's get together, more of a social gathering, but brainstorming a little bit while we're all anybody who's attending the summit.
All right. Okay. So you're not actually planning to do any work around the standardization of the design kits or whatever.
Correct.
no,
Correct.
definitely not going to do any deep hard work on that. Just
Right,
high level,
okay.
discuss what our plans are, what we are doing, and kind of align for the next year.
Yeah. Okay.
The more face-to-face kind of meeting, I think gathering.
Yeah.
Can you refresh the page again? David, let's see if my change recorded there now this time. There's a multiple step there. There you go. Good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So
Michael, what's the status of the JEP 30 press release? Has that gone out yet?
Yes,
That is
I
yeah, can we?
did I not send it to you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
throw it in the chat.
that is already out last week.
Yeah, it was released last week, but let's nail down the Thursday meeting, and let's down the face-to-face meeting, and then we'll switch over to the other things which
What-
we have lined up.
Yeah, when is the conference finish up officially?
Thursday is the last day.
Right,
so
what time?
I think officially ends all the demos end at 5 or something like that, but I don't think it makes sense to stay all the way up until the last moment. So I thought we'll break down everything at 3 o'clock and get 4 o'clock to a meeting place.
Let me just take a look at the agenda.
Yeah. Now the other complication is I think we have a venue. I just need to reconfirm, but in order for us to get in the venue, it needs to be definitely before 5 o'clock, because the security people need to issue us badges and all that stuff. And that's why I set up the meeting for Thursday at 4 o'clock, right? So that we get here 4 o'clock, get our badges, get into the meeting, then we can stay after 5, but we cannot get in after 5.
So 4 p.m. on Thursday, you're saying?
4 p.m. on Thursday. It's a short drive from San Jose, so give it 30 minutes to move from the convention center to the venue, and we should be good.
Where is the venue?
I'll let you know once I confirm. It's in Santa Clara, but let me confirm today
Okay.
the details.
Okay.
What do you have in mind again, David? Where's the venue again?
It's in Santa Clara.
And okay, just close by the convention center, right? So are you thinking about something like
Is this for
we-
dinner or like a meeting?
yeah?
Meeting.
Meeting, and then there's close by place where we can go and have dinner and drinks.
Okay.
We'll do a little bit of hopping, but should be okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can I then tentatively say 4 p.m. on Thursday for a face-to-face?
You can tentatively say anything you want. Yeah, sure. I did want to look at the agenda though, just make sure there's nothing critical.
Yeah, I think
Struggling to find it.
the last one, Tony, is at 3:45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's nothing beyond 3:45. I assume that might be 30 minutes or something that I think will be end at 4:15.
Okay.
Here's the global summit. Full schedule.
Yeah, scroll all the way down.
We'll score as soon as it loads up. No, okay. So for the Thursday,
Yeah,
so after 3
window.
o'clock starts.
So go all the way down. Yeah. The last one you want to see.
E3U's Outlook. I'm just looking at what's in this stuff. Yeah, 3:45. And I'm guessing if it's 3:45, when does it end? Does it say when does it end? It's until 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So everything ends at 4 o'clock on the Thursday. So I don't see any problem breaking down everything at 3 o'clock and getting to the location for a face-to-face meeting. Do you? Anybody?
Interesting. Why your one is show the one that cut edge interconnect? Mine is not showing. Are you rocking or something?
Are you talking about this one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, final decision. So, so James, what did you have to do for the Doodle poll to work?
Oh, just have to continue 2 3 step and then create account before you register it.
Oh, shoot! It wants to create an
Yeah,
account.
yeah. It's not supposed to be create account and things like that.
I don't control that. This is the site that wants to create an account.
Yeah, maybe you can use a Google Doc, or that might be easier.
Yeah, could have
It's a
been
Google
easier.
form or not Google Doc. It's more
Yeah.
Google.
Yeah, no time to do this. So we have to decide now, and
I'm
what we
good.
wanna-
Yeah, I'm looking at the agenda. There's a couple casual things of casual interest to me, but that's fine. I can be done at 3.
Why don't we do it on Wednesday at 6? Now I'm changing my mind. Just sit down and talk, because I don't know how many people are going to register. I'm going to send a spreadsheet today to gauge people's interest, then write a Google form for people to sign up for this. And we can do it at 6 p.m. on Wednesday and get together somewhere and just chat, and we can decide what we want to do over beers, for example.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's just do it.
Wednesday at 6. Okay.
And that's gonna be Santa Clara or someplace near San Jose.
We can
Might as well go someplace we can walk. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
There's
Okay.
there's a prop party on Wednesday though. Just want to let you know.
What time?
From 5 to 7. It's a kind of networking event.
So we'll
Yeah.
stay for an hour and then continue the party at our place,
Yes. Okay.
or maybe 6:30. Give us an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Why don't we meet at the party and then we'll walk
Yes.
someplace.
I will look up what's nearby and actually try to make a reservation, because
Okay.
I don't want everybody from the summit jumping on the same place and then we're going to wait an hour and a half to get.
Yes. Yeah. I agree 100%.
Okay. Worst case, if we need to get somewhere a little bit further out, we will get Uber and carpool.
Okay.
Okay. Now, okay, Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. I'll send email later today with place, so that and kind of get
What time
informa-
was the cocktail or the social event? 5
5
to
to 7.
5 to 7.
5 to 7.
I think it's a good networking to talk to, mixing with everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so 6:30. We should be able to get there, right? For mix for an hour, then get there. All right.
Put up those 2 options there and see, right? Wednesday and Thursday.
No, we'll do Wednesday.
No, let's just do Wednesday.
Yeah.
People are not gonna do the poll. I could tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just send out the invite.
Yes. I will do.
and location TBD.
Yep.
Because I have meetings I need to schedule, so I'll block those time slots out.
Okay. All right. We've decided Wednesday, 6:30. I'll announce place once I am able to make a reservation. All right. JEDEC update. Who wants to go? Michael, James?
All right,
Mike.
so
Go ahead, Michael.
the release has been made. But by the way, there is another release that's going to come by the end of this month, which is from driven by Montage Technologies, which was for the inclusion of software registry files into the electrical portion of the part model. But what you actually have right now is you have the release that we did of the integration of the CDXML into the part model has been put out onto the JEDEC standard, onto the website, and the website has been updated. So can you click on, for a minute, just go up to the top, go up to the top, up a bit, click on standard and documents, and go down 3 lines, technology focus area, and then move over to the right and go down to JEP30 part model. There you go. Right, so you'll see that the second paragraph here is an insertion that we did on the JEDEC website to acknowledge the OCP contribution to this effort. So that's put in there. And then you can see that there?
Yeah.
Right, and all the files underneath are now represented to that. So if you continue to scroll down, you can, previous versions of the part model can be accessed here. So now we're basically on version 3 of the part model. The next version will be version 4, but it will still have everything in it that from the CDXML side. So everything released, and the press release, I just sent that out to you there, Tony. You want me to put it into the chat here for everybody?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so that's also been published.
This is good stuff.
Yeah. Maybe you want to make a put in the link on the chat for the notification as well.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, you have it there. There you go.
Okay, good stuff. Okay.
And in addition to that, I raised the question with JEDEC about them continuing to support OCP in the development of the standardizing of the design rule kits. So that has got approval, and
Okay, good.
so
good.
we can go ahead with that and do that. What else was there? JEDEC has also agreed to a similar situation to yourselves.
Can I say that
with-
next week at the conference? I'm presenting on 3DKs.
Let me get back to you on that. I want to check that form, see if we've got, if all the formalities of that has been approved by Emily.
Okay.
So I'll check that with Emily and Kayleen.
Okay.
So similar to this collaboration that we had with OCP, we're about to engage with a collaboration with eClass. eClass defines the taxonomy structure for all non-microelectronic stuff. And while they have a placeholder for microelectronics and they have dabbled their hand in that area, they now want to inherit what we have done under the part model to to make it part of a full taxonomy of all content in the world. So that's another effort that's going on. So I think that's all good.
Okay, that's good.
Michael, can you repeat the first one again? You just said like what has been approved, right? The assembly rules, or
the committee approved a recommendation to go to the board of directors to enable JC11 to continue to work with OCP for the standardization of design rule kits.
got it. Okay, general in design rule kits. Okay.
Yeah. So now I just need to confirm for Tony if the board of directors have ratified that. I've never seen a situation in which the board of directors have not ratified something that's recommended by the committee, but just to be on the formal side of things, I need to validate with Emily if that has been completed.
That sounds good. I think, if Tony said, I think tomorrow a few of us have like presentation that we can, if that approved, I think we can,
we still have to go through a discussion as to what's the format and how we're going to do it, and we have to get agreement and all of that stuff as well.
Yeah, the same one that we went to for the previous one. Yeah, we'll go through the process. Sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Then you will create a new subgroup again, right before, right? Kind of like join.
Once I get the approval from the committee, we will continue to use existing task groups that we have, and I will just start to organize the task groups then accordingly.
Got it. That'll be on Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
So Michael, in terms of the agreement between OCP and JEDEC, I thought part of that was for OSPI members to actually participate in the task groups. Is my memory correct?
Okay, repeat the question.
The agreement between OCP and JEDEC, part of it was that representatives from OCP will be allowed to join the task groups.
Yes.
Right. That's correct, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So
an extension, what we will do is we will extend that collaboration. Let's not rock the boat on that.
Yes.
And we will just it's just basically increasing the scope from the part model to now include design rule kits.
Awesome. Okay.
I sold the idea based on the similarities between the terminologies that's going to be consumed in both sets of data, and actually it was Intel that from Kaling Helms that was very insistent on the need for keeping these terminologies the same, because what we have seen is in another standard, also in a digital format between JEDEC and IEC, they were taking terminologies to mean entirely different things, and that causes a lot of confusion.
Yes.
Also, IPC have come to Siemens asking for their design rule kits on the printed circuit board fabrication and assembly, so that they can create a digital set of rules for automatic plug-in to the software tools, so that customers can say that they're compliant with IPC. They announced in that discussion with us that they want to create a set of rule kits all the way back from PCB assembly to PCB fab to advanced packaging to interposer design, which is similar to the area that that we're encroaching on here. At the JEDEC meeting, they are quite unhappy with that, because they said that IPC in the past has overlapped with areas that are belonging to the JEDEC domain and releasing standards that are with IPC terminologies that conflict with the JEDEC terminology. So there is a little fear that if they do this again, you'll have multiple standards going out to the industry, that's going to just cause more confusion than cohesion. So from that perspective, they're very eager to get this going with OCP and getting it aligned, because the most complicated things to deal with is terminology differences.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. We need to have common terminology. It's difficult to work with different terminologies.
Yeah, and especially with the mean entirely different things.
Yeah, that's why we have pushing for that terminology. We still have to go back on that last time because like the chip rate on the chip, they cite different terminology on the PCB other words, but we'll have that discussion later on there. I think I will just continue working on that effort.
Now, one other thing, I know that Tony, we will discuss this later on, but there is concerns over different formats. So we don't want to end up with XML here, JSON here, in another place, and YAML in a third place. It needs to be consistent. And so we need to examine that as well, because that drives more software development effort to adhere to all of these formats.
Yeah,
So,
I understand it's not going to be easy, but
one thing that is always comes up when we talk about chiplets and XML is the issue of representing huge designs, right? A chiplet may have millions and a million pads, right? Million pins.
Yeah, and we're going to show you. We've taken the why don't we create a sample XML file that has 1 million pins and show the same thing in YAML? A lot of this problem, as we studied from the Intel file, is not because of the format. It's because of the data architecture of how the data is organized inside in the system, and you know. Justin is here on the call, and he's already done an analysis of the set of files that we got from Satish there last week. He can go through some of that with you now, but we're running out of time here.
Well, we could do it in today's 3DX call, 3DK call.
Well, I don't have a meeting for that. I don't have a meeting invite for that.
David, yeah, do you want Justin to be on the standing meeting? I'm asking Michael.
Let's forward to both.
Justin would need to be on it. But what time is that meeting happening?
In an hour, like 12 noon p.m. Pacific time.
12 Pacific.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll invite myself and Justin to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Justin, can you send me your email address? You can do it privately or in the chat. Either way is fine.
Yeah, I'll send it in the chat. Okay.
So I was getting to the next level is has JEDEC thought about creating a binary representation of this XML, meaning this, right? There is an easy way to kind of serialize all of the text data that's both in YAML and XML into a binary format, provide basic readers, writers, so that at least when reading in this will be super fast. And it can go.
That has not come up for discussion anywhere at all. I don't know if even JEDEC personnel have, other than we have to investigate it, but I don't think they have that knowledge. We have to find the right people to join JEDEC to do that.
Okay.
So you're basically, is that like indicating that we define the standard around an XML schema? The schema enforces the structure of the data. When the data is inside in the XML, convert everything into a binary.
Yes.
Well, that is exactly what we're going to be proposing around YAML or JSON as well. Start off with a schema structure in XML, because you have the powerful tools to help you visualize the data structure. Once you have the data structure all sorted, then if you want to convert it into a different format, we could do that. But the master in the standard becomes XML, because it's so much easier to handle.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. The master is the XML, but then that could go with if there's a standard compiler that can kind of compile that into binary and also can read it in, right? Kind of here's the XML, but here's also the compiled version. The tools would use the compiled version. Both can go hand in hand, but speed up the loading significantly, right? In that case, you can have 1 billion pins and they'll still load like super fast.
Yeah. Okay. A quick question. I could leave it till this evening, but a quick question. When you have 1 million pins or 1 billion pins, don't you tend to lay that out in an organized structure? Like it's like an array of pins. It's not completely random, right?
So it could be, in my view, it could be completely random, because if you have 1 million pins, probably you're talking about hybrid bonded designs, and then you have signals going across. So if you think about an ASIC where you have all the blocks with all the signals going in between, right? You're just going to have break up that ASIC across some boundary, and you're going to have 1 million pins for that, right? And this could be test pins, this could be scalars, there could be buses, probably many buses with few pins, many buses with many pins, but there's going to be a lot of them.
Yeah.
So
but
David, it's to Michael's point, it's not random. You are going to see very large sections of repeatability.
Yeah.
There will be very, power and grid array that likely is going to be a homogeneous array, but there's going to be but there'll be exceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's
So
where
the question is, and this is more of an area of your expertise, but ideally, if we could define an array that would, with the ability to depopulate selectively, that might be a mechanism. But conceptually, you could do it with hierarchy. There's many different ways to implement it. I'm looking for you guys to figure out the best strategy, but I don't think it's going to be feasible for people doing these kinds of things just to treat it as flat random data. When you get into the DRC checks, you do need to deal with that. But for planning and pin information, I think we need to leverage some of the regularity of these structures.
Yes, I agree. Just thinking that if you're starting off with 1 billion pins, even if you optimize it and your repeatability and all that, probably you're not going to get it below 1 million, right? 1000x is still quite a bit of improvement, but it's still going to be significant data. Just thinking about the next level speed up that we can do.
Yeah.
Just kind of an idea that I was just wondering whether JEDEC would be interested in doing one level deeper that says, hey, here is the schema, and by the way, here's the C++ code that can serialize and deserialize this from into and from binary format.
All right. So when it goes into binary format, does it have to be all flattened out?
No.
All right. So I mean, we have some really powerful repetitive structure representation already inside in the part model. I could take 1,000 pins by 1,000 pins and define that in maybe 200 lines. Then less 200 lines is a gross exaggeration. I could do it in an awful lot less than that. And then we could you can select ranges or individual pins for deletion. So taken out of that. So that option, or if you flatten everything like the way we see it in the files from Intel, you have 1 million lines. So one way is quicker and easier to read those flat lines, but as the file gets bigger and bigger, it becomes uncontrollable. So
yeah. Okay, just a thought on this. Let me add Justin to the meeting later today. And this is
some structure I think you can always do. I think programming like Python provide a struct that can library that can really convert that into binary. I'm sure there are other languages similar library can do that. So I'm going to share some example here.
Yeah.
I think that's more performance, but I think for other language, other format, you program to do a same way of binary, but I think SML can do that also.
Yeah. Okay, Justin, you should have received an invitation for the meeting later today. Let me know if you didn't.
I have not seen it.
I sent it to Justin only. Michael, do you want it?
Yeah, I want to join on that call.
Okay.
I got it.
Sounds good. Okay. This is good progress on the JEDEC stuff. That's really exciting.
Mark, you're not planning on being at OCP, are you? The summit next week. Guess Mark's not paying it. Mark either.
Mark usually has audio problems.
You are mute.
Yeah. Mark, wave your hand if you can hear us.
Hey, sorry, I stepped away to the coffee pot.
We got you.
What I missed, sorry.
Are you planning to be at the OCP summit next week?
I am not.
Okay. No worries.
Mark, are you local here in Bay Area?
No, I'm up in the Portland area, David.
Oh, okay.
So it's a one-day commute if I need to be there, but
yeah, depends on how badly you want to meet face to face with us and have a few drinks.
well, that usually gets pretty high on my list, but unfortunately,
yeah. Is it high enough for a full day drive? Yeah, maybe Southwest will bring you here for what is it, 45 minutes flight? Yeah.
No, I actually, Tony, I was wondering if I should be continuing, my participation in this discussion now that we've got the white paper finished up. So just give that some thought, because right now I'm just feeling like you can handle it until we get into some more detail, activity, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So moving on to the topic of the white paper. I was sick for the last couple of days, so no progress on my side. Tony, I think you have a little bit of action items around the white paper. You probably saw a few spam messages from me.
Yeah, I wrote it up, but a dog ate it, so I'm gonna have to defer.
Okay.
Nah, I've been swamped, so I will get to it, but it's gonna be a couple of weeks, unfortunately.
That seems like a rough thing for dogs to survive these days, because it's a little bit more than chewing up a sheet of paper. They'd have to like eat a laptop or something.
It was a virtual work that was in my head, and it was in the vapor sphere, and the dog whiffed it, so it's gone.
It's a good excuse, Tony, to reuse when we fail somewhere else.
Yeah. So
David, we had talked some weeks ago about doing a demonstration of front end of the architecture tooling for this group, and we can still do that. We got a new prototype version that people are quite impressed with, so we could do that, and that might be a good step to have others that might be interested in the white paper. It's available, and
okay,
people could actually see stuff working.
maybe
The
let's.
thought, yeah, I've got a thought. So, David, were you planning on talking about the OCP demonstration that we're doing?
Yeah, let me show you what so for OCP Summit this time around, we are going to do a very basic proof of concept demo just to show that. Let me show you where we are with the planning. We thought we'll do a very basic demo, kind of generate a CDXML for a CPU core, right? A few CPU cores with BAW interfaces between them. These are the blue and what is this? Rusty color, BAW links, and then HBMs on the sides, sitting against each other and connected. In the CPUs, we thought we'll put in a few RISC-Vs. In this case, we have 16 RISC-V, array of 16 RISC-Vs, and just at this time, just the basic is we'll just show the CDXML, import, link this up, and then get into early SI and PI, actually SI. So this is the very, very basic stuff. So we definitely want to expand this demonstration into the full flow. So there's a lot of interesting stuff that we can show. One is PI, SI, and the architectural planning, I think, is going to be a key for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mark, I'm definitely interested to find out. I know you have the capability to do early architectural planning. My question is, can that go into a die level and kind of simulate CPU cores, doing different things, communicating between chiplets and all that stuff?
Yeah, so the example we are building out for a service offering we're preparing is it's based on object recognition. And we go through an illustration where, okay, if you want to do, recognizing objects at a certain equivalent frame rate or recognition rate or whatever, how do you translate that down from a system functionality level to actually, bandwidth on interfaces and loading on CPU cores? So we're able to do that and show how a decision might be made to say, all right, these two algorithms are what are overloading the cores, presenting that frame rate, that recognition rate being realized. If I move these two off to accelerators and implement them in hardware and reconnect up, oh, look, all the cores are running comfortably and I'm meeting that recognition rate. So we go through that example, which then naturally leads into, I'm going to actually implement those accelerators with X interfaces and performance level, and how that would lead into that really detailed level of electrical signal fidelity, power consumption, all of that being additional architectural trade-offs. So we're telling that story really effectively right now.
Mark, I've got some thoughts. Your audience for that target is for system designers, right? But this example that we have here, each of those chiplets that David showed have the 16 RISC-V processors inside of those. Okay, so you can view this as a compute engine. It's got HBM memories, and it's got a bunch of RISC-Vs, total of 64, and it's certainly scalable, right? We can do more chiplets, or we can make bigger chips and put more things in there. I think what would be powerful is if you had some system requirements that required some level of compute performance, however you measure that. And then, you had this building block of a RISC-V, and we gave you some ranges. You can build anywhere from 4 to, I don't know, 24 in a chiplet. And then if you need more than that, you can start scaling it. If we could have kind of a top level thing that would connect how you can decompose this into this system, and then we have the back end demo to show how we can do all the predictive analysis, and then you could provide some of that feedback power estimates back to you. I think that would be a very powerful demo if we combine these. So we're demonstrating this next week. The only thing we're going to show is, power planning and analysis. We're going to show some of the JEP30 models, and we're going to talk a little bit about predictive signal integrity analysis, pre-layout stuff. But the plan is to build on this, and we're going to do a more comprehensive demo to demonstrate more and more capabilities. And I think if you start thinking about how can we tie this into the front end stuff, that'll tell a powerful story. Maybe that's something we could show next year. It's going to be a lot more work to put that together, but I think so. So give it some thought. Yeah, give it some thought.
What we're already doing is just a different demonstration context, but this is exactly where we are. Is you got a workload, it's going to hit the cores. What exactly does it do? You might be able to handle it computationally, but you can't handle a power load or
exactly. Yeah. And the other thing is you also have technology selection, right? Because you have practical limitations where we can only grow this thing one more stack because of the HBM on the silicon interposer. But if you need more than that, we can do an organic interposer and even scale it further.
Yeah, I'm with you, and let's continue down this path. I mean, this is like a multi-month effort more than a multi-day effort, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could knock it out in a month if we were working on this full time, but realistically, it's going to take a year. And let's just target for doing this for next year's demonstration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm with you.
Yeah, and really, Mark, right? The objective is not to develop the full system and tape it out, right? We want to show kind of proof of concept that hey, this could be done, and this is how it would work, right? And I mean, we can handhold it here and there to just as a proof of concept.
Yeah, maybe let's pick a date where we want to do it within this group, just to see what we got running now, and with what design example we got running, and then we can, decide if we can do the hand-holding, band-aiding, storytelling with what we got.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think once the summit is over and we complete the white paper, that's going to be our main thing. And right, we want to look again, as Tony mentioned, right, we want to kind of decompose it, but definitely would want to look at, the physical aspects of that, right, power, thermal, and then if we come up with, we need a meter by meter substrate, can that be manufactured? What are the mechanical issues? Involve the folks from ASC to kind of demonstrate how, this is what early planning looks like. And some of the ADK and MDK stuff is going to kick in as well. The 3DK stuff is going to come in important as well.
Sounds like good stuff.
Okay.
Cool.
So, one last item. Next Thursday, obviously we're not going to have meetings, so I'm going to cancel the invites. Well, if somebody wants, you can join.
No.
Actually, the Zoom call is always open. So if you need to pretend for your boss that you're in a call, you can always join and I'm on CDX call or 3DK call. Very important. But I'll cancel the next week's meetings. Okay. And just to close on the white paper, there's a few action items. Please review them. Tony, I know you're going to be flying, so you're going to have good 4 or 5 hours to complete your action items in your flight.
We'll see.
I know you're going to be bored without CDX stuff, so there you go, some entertainment.
Can you open that white paper? I just kind of like
Yes.
updated persona table, and I updated that
Okay,
acronym.
no, I lost the.
We have a few minutes, so yeah, just quickly go over that.
So last time, Tony, you were not here, but small update to the title of the white paper. Any opinions from everybody about this? Changed it from
I like it.
it was white paper to guide to integration workflows. And okay. Okay. So Boone, your name is correct now, or I need to edit it?
Yes, the name is correct now.
Okay, cool. I'll resolve this. Apologies for not having it right.
Apology, no apology required.
I did a little bit of reformatting here to kind of list all the authors, and let's see, do you like this one better? Like this. Okay, let's get to the personas table. I got
Now,
distracted by this.
are all these contributing participants that we're listing
Yes.
there? Okay, good.
Yeah, let me go back. Boone, Kevin, John, KK, Li Hong, Lau, Mark. Who is this guy? What did he contribute? Jawad, Rajesh, and I don't know who this is. Joe, Satish, and James. If you know I have missed somebody, please either add them or let me know. I'll add them. I want to make sure we have everybody on the list here. Okay. Personas.
Was Roger contributing on the mechanical? I wasn't get involved too much on that. Not sure you guys.
Good point. Let me double check.
Yeah, check with Li Hong.
Okay, we have 1 minute left.
Yeah.
So on the personas tables.
Yeah, I reorganized this one. So I think I joined, there was 2 tables separated. So I kind of put it back together.
Okay.
And I think that's mainly there. And then also update the function simulation table and also the physical planning section that the table input output tables should pointing to this one now, and using acronym query. I think that should be done. I think as far as those 2 section wise concerned.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
want to update on that.
Okay. The physical planning section you touched. Let me take a quick look. Input output here.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Good.
And same as for the functional simulation.
Functional simulation.
One above. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Awesome.
Yeah, I can sign off now.
Yep. Okay, this is done then. All right. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's close for today. And again, I'll cancel next week's meetings.
Sounds good.
All
Thanks,
right, everyone.
guys.
Have a good
Bye.
one, and
Thank
see you most of you in person next Wednesday at 6:30.
All right then.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.